getting back to um ADHD, um, we don't get diagnosed with ADHD because we get diagnosed with other things like generalized anxiety. That's something that I was diagnosed with when the problem was I had a toxic supervisor. Um, but we're not gonna talk about them because my podcast is about me. Um, and when you have ADHD, you are putting on a mask. They call it masking, and you're trying to be normal. You're not trying to be extra. You're not being overly emotional. You, I'm not the only one. This happens to 80% of women, and it's exhausting. All day. From the time you get up till the time you go to bed, if you go to bed, because ADHDers are night owls. Because guess what? At night, they can take the mask off. We go all day, and you could be OD, which is ADHD and autistic. Um, you go all day trying to be normal, trying to be neurotypical, and you're tired. You're emotionally exhausted more than any other person because your mind is constantly racing. You're over analyzing everything somebody says. Um, you're constantly hiding because you think you're gonna get found out. Um, because nobody wants to appear wounded. We're in a very competitive arena. You know, there's still a pay gap, so we have to still, black women are the most educated women in America because we have to have X amount of credentials just to get the same thing that everybody else has. And you know what? I'm going to be adding some more credentials to my repertoire. Um and I love to learn. I'm a lifetime learner, and I know that my learning is going to help others, and that's my purpose in life. And so I'm going to learn as much as I can for the kingdom, because only what's done for the kingdom will last. Now, we're going to be more mindful of, once you know the diagnosis and you know the symptoms, you can choose to treat them. Um, I did choose to get a prescription for a non-stimulant to help me focus. Um, I do use it when I know that there is something that I want to. So I will use it then. And I still do counseling. I still do prayer. Prayer is important. And you pray before you go to therapy. You pray before you take your medication. Dear Lord Jesus, I pray over this pill. Dear Lord Jesus, help me with my symptoms on today so that I don't have to keep taking this pill. So that I can focus on what needs to be focused on when I need to focus